is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is your official WWE Monday Night Raw review for November 2nd, 2015. Monday Night Raw took place tonight live from Denver, Colorado at the Pepsi Center. Live as always, each and every week on the USA Network. Before we get into the Raw review, guys, and we go over what happened tonight and a few thoughts that I had going on through the show. Breaking news tonight in regards to Randy Orton. It was first broke on WWE.com. Michael Cole made mention of it tonight during the main event on Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton will not be at Survivor Series. Randy Orton is probably going to be missing WrestleMania, period. 4 to 6 months, if not longer. Randy Orton is out with injuries. It is a legit injury. It is significant. Randy Orton has suffered a dislocated shoulder. He's had chronic problems with his shoulder, and a recent MRI that was done found he has a Bankart lesion in his shoulder. That's according to WWE.com. I don't know the scientific term there. I don't know the pronunciation of the scientific term. That is from stretched ligaments and a partially torn rotator cuff. WWE physician Dr. Steve DeQuino told WWE.com, at this point, it's a matter of when he dislocates the shoulder again and not if. Surgery seems imminent, and recovery time for such a surgery would be anywhere between 4 to 6 months, if not longer. Randy Orton right now is going to miss WWE action for a significant amount of time. WWE is going to have a very, very difficult time filling the void that Randy Orton is going to leave behind. He has been rumored to be teaming with The Undertaker and Kane at the Survivor Series. Obviously, that is not happening now. He's going to miss the Rumble. He's going to miss WrestleMania. Randy Orton was robbed of significant time in the WWE due to shoulder injuries in the past. So I don't know what WWE is going to do right now, man. Randy Orton's gone, John Cena is gone, and WWE right now is going to have to rely for the next couple of months. I know it pains them. For us, it's good. For us, we want to see these guys be pushed. We want to see who the next in line is going to be, man, who the future is for WWE. But John Cena and Randy Orton right now, man, this probably has WWE shaking in their boots. They don't know what to do. You got two huge stars in Randy Orton and John Cena out, and now WWE has a huge void left to fill on the roster, which takes me to Monday Night Raw tonight. Now, I understand, and I'm not going to sit here and bash WWE. I'm not. It was a decent show. There was great action tonight in spurts here and there. The action was decent tonight. We've seen a lot of wrestling tonight on Monday Night Raw, and we often don't see that on Monday nights, okay? But a lot of my complaints about the product stem from me being an old school fan. Survivor Series, to me, is very, very special. 29 years this year for Survivor Series. WWE's building this around The Undertaker and his 25th anniversary being that he debuted at the Survivor Series way back when with Ted DiBiase. I'm of an old school mentality, all right? We got Roman Reigns and we got Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I went on and on about this on Off the Script this weekend. If you guys missed any part of Off the Script, link is down below. I went on and on about Roman Reigns all year. I still don't think he's ready. And I'm going to make mention of this again. I have no problem with Roman Reigns being in the main event of Monday Night Raw. I just don't. I don't have a problem. I think it's going to be a fantastic main event. Him and Rollins, they have history. And when you have a history such as Rollins and Reigns, and you can even include Dean Ambrose in that, it's going to be for great storytelling. The backstory is there. It's something that all of us, care about and are invested in. We cared about these guys when they were in the Shield. We still care about them now, even though we may sit here and we may curse up and down about Roman Reigns, and we may curse up and down about how WWE's, treating Seth Rollins' WWE Championship reign. We may be sitting here cursing WWE for not having anything to do with Dean Ambrose, being so hot and cold with Dean Ambrose. 1 minute he's fucking on, 1 minute he's off. We may be sitting here cursing the entire Shield altogether and how they've been treated on WWE TV. But the one thing that we do know is that we care about these guys. We care about Ambrose, we care about Rollins, and we care about Roman Reigns, okay? Roman Reigns, I said this on Off the Script, when Roman Reigns is put into a big match situation, I have full trust in having that match come out a winner. Seriously, Roman Reigns has been put in big situations this year. Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, Bray Wyatt, just to name a few, and he's excelled in every big match situation, okay? Plain and simple. That's the way it's been, and that's my opinion on that. But the thing with this tonight, okay, we have the championship match all set in stone. It's announced. It's going to happen at Survivor Series. Rollins and Reigns for the title, all right? We have a championship match for the women on the WWE roster. We got Charlotte and we got Paige tonight. I'll go over that in a second. We got 2 championship matches laid out. We have Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, you know, discussing The Undertaker and what they did to The Undertaker at Hell in a Cell, what they did to Kane the following night on Monday Night Raw, that, you know, bodies just wither away. Bodies decompose. Body is something that is temporary, Bray Wyatt mentioned tonight. And the one thing that's left behind, the one thing that he wants is the soul. And now he is the soul. He has the soul of The Undertaker. He has the soul of Kane. And we'll go over that in a second. But that is all leading to a traditional, I'm assuming, a traditional Survivor Series match. But the one thing that happened tonight on Monday Night Raw is the WWE was hyping the Survivor Series, but they weren't hyping the actual pay-per-view that we have coming up in 2 weeks. They put on a traditional Survivor Series match tonight. Meanwhile, they should be putting that much energy into making their 29th edition of the Survivor Series in 2015 all that more special. Why are you booking a traditional Survivor Series match tonight on Monday Night Raw when you should have been doing this for weeks for the actual pay-per-view, and now that you have 2 weeks left to go, to me, everything just seems rushed. You know, I give the WWE credit for trying here. I gave them credit last week for doing this mini tournament, and then this led to a Fatal 4-Way. And now the WWE, relying on that Fatal 4-Way gimmick, did the same thing tonight with the women. We'll discuss that in a second. But I just feel like everything is just, you know what, just rushed. I feel like the WWE doesn't have any idea, and they're trying, and it's just coming off as blah. There's no excitement behind it. Yeah, the wrestling we've seen tonight is great. You know, the action we've seen tonight is great. The effort on WWE's part is there. But it just doesn't do anything for me. I don't know if I'm too stuck in my ways. I don't know if I'm too old school. I don't know if you know, I'm just overthinking and overanalyzing things. But the WWE really shouldn't be booking and hyping a traditional Survivor Series match on Monday Night Raw when they should be doing that for the Survivor Series. This is your pay-per-view. This is your 29th edition of the Survivor Series. It's on the WWE Network. You want people to subscribe. You want people to watch the network. You want people to watch Survivor Series. I don't see how they're going to watch Survivor Series if you're just going to throw a Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins match out there, and you're going to bank on a Bray Wyatt, Brothers of Destruction match that really doesn't include Undertaker and Kane as of yet. Next week, we'll have 1 week left to go for Survivor Series, and still we would not have heard or seen from Kane or The Undertaker. Do you see where I'm going with this? WWE right now, and the reason why they're not booking the Survivor Series as the traditional Survivor Series with the elimination tags, and the reason why they did it tonight on Monday Night Raw, it's quite evident to everybody. And I know why they're doing it. I know why the WWE doesn't treat the Survivor Series the way it should be treated, like years of fucking past when it was great, and it was the reason why we looked forward to Thanksgiving. The roster is fucking skeleton thin. They don't have any fucking guys on the roster to make up an entire pay-per-view or even a couple of matches on the pay-per-view with a traditional 4-on-4 or 5-on-5 Survivor Series match. So they did it tonight. And to me, it doesn't come off right, man. As a traditional fan, as someone who watches WWE every week, for someone who watches WWE and has watched WWE for over 25 Years. It just doesn't resonate with me if the WWE is going to hype the Survivor Series in the meaning of Survivor Series and hype a fucking 10-man tag at the end of Monday Night Raw and do nothing in regards to the pay-per-view. And a lot of you on Twitter misconstrued what I said. You know, yeah, they're building towards Survivor Series, but it just feels rushed. It's there, but there's really nothing behind any of this. You got 2 weeks left to go, and we got certain pieces there, and they're planning, but you got 2 weeks left. What can you do in 2 weeks? Then it's going to be 1 week, and then before you know it, Survivor Series is going to be here, and none of us are going to care what happened before we got to Survivor Series. That's my point. WWE, each and every month, does nothing to hype their pay-per-views. Nothing. It doesn't get me excited, it doesn't get you excited, and it just leaves us wondering why WWE doesn't care. I don't get it. But regardless of that, that was my complaint. You can see that the WWE roster right now, especially with Orton gone and Cena gone, Undertaker not being there every week, Kane not being there, Brock Lesnar not being there, Heyman not being there. Heyman's not even an in-ring performer, but his presence is always wanted. WWE roster right now is bone fucking dry. Bone dry. They got nothing going on right now. They're utilizing Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose. These are the guys that are going to be the future of the company. Ziggler, you got Tyler Breeze, you had Ryback. The Usos came back tonight. WWE right now, the roster is bone thin, and it shows. It shows. They have not created any new stars. And by that, they have not created people that make you want to watch Monday Night Raw each and every week and genuinely care about. Yeah, we love Kevin Owens. We love Seth Rollins. Yeah, we love Tyler Breeze and Dolph Ziggler, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just me shrugging my shoulders. It's like, I seen this shit already, man. I seen these storylines already. They're not exciting. It's the same shit. It's all rehashed. It's not creative. It's not. And then you got Cesaro in a match tonight with the fucking Miz. I mean, why would I have to care about that? Why should I care about that? I just don't get it. I don't get it. WWE did all they could to put the effort out there, but it just doesn't, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's just not. Let's go over Monday Night Raw, guys. Monday Night Raw started with Seth Rollins, obviously. You know, started with Seth Rollins. He came out. Roman Reigns came out. They bickered back and forth. Roman Reigns, in the ring to start Monday Night Raw, saying that he's going to be the new WWE champion and that, you can believe that. And it was quick to the point where Roman Reigns and the promo, and Seth Rollins comes out and, he goes on, being the typical heel that he is. He's going to pretty much show he's going to show everybody why that he was the architect of the Shield, and, he's going to show everybody why Roman Reigns was the one carrying his bags for all the months that they were together in the Shield. The same typical shit. Then Stephanie and Triple H come out, and they make it official. It's Survivor Series, Rollins and Reigns for the WWE Championship, and then they go on about a traditional Survivor Series match. They think we should all have a 5-on-5 elimination tag team match tonight with Team Reigns and Team Rollins. All right? And they didn't announce anybody. We would see who Reigns and Rollins chose as their teams as the night went on, and that was it. And then we went into a Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler match. I thought this was going to be better than it was. It was all right. It was just there. This pretty much set up a Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze match, I'm assuming, for Survivor Series. I think these two are going to go at it at Survivor Series. Can't wait to see it happen. I think if they're given anywhere close to 20 minutes, these guys are going to tear the fucking roof off the building. Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler. Kevin Owens wins tonight with a pop-up powerbomb. Dolph Ziggler is a credible opponent. I like that Kevin Owens has got some momentum going. He is the Intercontinental Champion. He wins in 11 minutes with a pop-up powerbomb. Tyler Breeze there, as always, distracting Dolph Ziggler from what he's got to do with Kevin Owens. At the end of the match, Tyler Breeze in the ring with a selfie stick and Summer Rae taking pictures of a down Dolph Ziggler lying on the mat. Ziggler kicks Breeze in the face. Breeze gets agitated with that. gives him the spinning heel kick finisher that Tyler Breeze is known for, and again, going right back to the selfie stick and taking pictures of a downed Dolph Ziggler. I would love to see this match happen at Survivor Series. I think Tyler Breeze is ready. I want to see what he's made of. I want to see him on the main roster. Actually, I know what he's made of. I want to see him on the main roster. I want people on the main roster and in the crowds for a main roster show. I want them to see what Tyler Breeze is made of. I want them to have a taste of Prince Pretty, man, and what he is capable of in a WWE ring. So tonight, Kevin Owens beats Dolph Ziggler with a pop-up powerbomb in 11 minutes. And like I said, post-match, Tyler goes over to pose with Dolph Ziggler, gets punched in the face, and then the beauty shot is what it's called. That's Tyler Breeze's finishing move as they continue to take selfies over Dolph Ziggler's body. Tonight we had Cesaro versus The Miz, and I just don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why I should care about this match. Apparently, what's his name? Stardust and the Ascension were sitting in the losers section in the crowd, holding up Stardust section signs. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. I don't watch SmackDown. I don't watch Main Event. I don't watch whatever else fucking WWE has got going on. Cesaro and The Miz, it is what it is, man. Cesaro beats The Miz with a sharpshooter at 4:49. Nobody cares, and that's the end of that. Wyatt's come out. They got something to say. Bray says every night is special, but tonight he wants to give the people something even more important. Everyone here has recently seen Bray and his brothers taking care of The Undertaker and Kane, but it's not about taking their bodies. Their bodies are temporary, but their souls live forever. Unless the souls are consumed by a higher power like Bray, who has already harvested the souls of The Undertaker and Kane, Bray summons thunder and lightning. And then we see thunder fucking hit the ring, and then fire shoot up from the ring post like Kane usually does. And now he controls the powers of darkness. A bunch of fireworks go off, and we see a highlighted video of both Kane and The Undertaker wreaking havoc over the WWE in years past. It was a gimmicky promo. There's no way around it. It was gimmicky fucking garbage. The lightning, the fire, the fireworks. It's the same typical shit we see with The Undertaker in some type of angle, and, the words soul being thrown around, and, bodies, and fucking harvesting souls, and all this other creepy fucking bullshit. It's gimmicky garbage, but the whole scenario here, the whole fucking promo was great. You gotta listen to Bray Wyatt. If there's someone you listen to on the main roster, when he speaks, Bray makes you believe in his character. That's why he's so fucking great. Bray could sit there and say nothing, and I'll just stare at Bray Wyatt, because that's how fucking great he is, man. I say it every fucking time I talk about Bray Wyatt. He commands your attention. He makes you believe in what he's saying. He makes you believe in his character. And his family, Rowan, Harper, and Strowman, stand behind him. That's it. Bray does all the talking. And this match, I don't know who is going to team with The Undertaker and Kane at the Survivor Series. People are saying Sting. People are saying Randy Orton. Randy Orton's obviously out. I don't know how Sting is going to be, capable of coming back into the WWE after being severely injured by Seth Rollins accidentally at Night of Champions. I heard the names Finn Balor being thrown around. I heard fucking Baron Corbin being thrown around. Who could realistically team with The Undertaker? This could be a monumental fucking occasion if WWE really wants to build up somebody from the ground up on the WWE main roster and give someone an incredible rub by not only being at a WWE pay-per-view, but being on the same team as The Undertaker and Kane, going against the Wyatt family. Maybe Apollo Crews wins the title this week at NXT and beats Finn Balor. Maybe Finn Balor gets promoted to the main roster and teams with The Undertaker at Survivor Series. I don't know. But what type of teammate would that be? Is that going to be an intimidating teammate to go against the likes of Strowman and Wyatt and Harper and Rowan, fucking four beasts? I don't know, man. WWE can make this special. They have the opportunity to build two new stars here. Will they take that, or will we see the likes of the fucking Big Show on Team Undertaker? Are we going to see Sting? That would make sense. Obviously, we're not going to get the Sting Undertaker match we've all been fucking drooling about for years. That this might be a way to please the fans by not getting that match, having Sting and The Undertaker be on the same team. Being that it's going to be an 8-man tag, Sting doesn't have to do much work. He comes in, does his spots, and that's it. The fact that he's on the same fucking ring apron as The Undertaker is enough. What else do you want? It's going to be a great match. The whole aura of this match is who's going to be teaming with The Undertaker and Kane. We're going to find out. I would like this angle to be built more with The Undertaker and Kane involved. I don't know when we're going to be seeing them. I'm assuming they're going to be on the last show. I know they're going to Europe. I know they're going to be touring Europe. I think The Undertaker is going to be on one of those shows. He's at least going to be on one Raw before, the Survivor Series actually happens. I think that's going to be the go-home show. He should be there. But 1 week you have The Undertaker back to build this fucking this feud and this match. And everything is just lying on the shoulders of Bray Wyatt like it did when he fought The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I don't know, man. I would like to see The Undertaker and Kane more involved in this feud if you're going to have them back. That's just me, man. Again, that's just the traditional wrestling fan in me coming out. How can you build a match with one team doing all the work and the other team pretty much non-existent? I don't know. I know you guys feel the same way. I just wonder sometimes, Here's another fucking scenario that everybody was bitching about. Lucha Dragons versus King Barrett and Sheamus. Now, I understand King Barrett is fucking King Barrett. He's the king of the ring. Sheamus is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. I understand this. Apparently, WWE, I don't know if they're watching my fucking videos, but the Lucha Dragons are getting a decent fucking push here. They're the number one contenders for the Tag Team Championship, apparently. I don't watch SmackDown, so I don't know what the fuck happens over there. They won a Tag Team Rumble or a fucking Fatal 4-Way, whatever the fuck they had going on over there, but they're number one contenders, so that's all you need to know. But tonight, they got their asses kicked by King Barrett and Sheamus. And in the end, it was the faces, the Lucha Dragons, coming out on top. And in 14 minutes, the Lucha Dragons defeated both King Barrett and Sheamus. And I'm on Twitter saying, listen, the Lucha Dragons are a great fucking tag team. I had their backs since they debuted on Monday Night Raw. I love their work down at NXT. I think they're a great fucking team. They're exciting. They're fresh. It's something new. They add a nice dynamic to the fucking tag team division that we don't have there. You got the Usos, you got the Dudleys, you got the New Day, you got fucking the Wyatt family, you got the Ascension. Typically they're the same fucking team. There's nothing different between none of those teams, man. It's all the same shit. Lucha Dragons, they got that luchador style. They're small in size. They're always going to be the underdogs. That's what makes them exciting. The crowd's behind them. The little kids love them. They got a nice fucking chant. They got a good theme song. It's catchy. They're both likable guys. They got the high flying offense that just gets you into the match. Kalisto's fucking amazing at what he does. And the Lucha Dragons are getting a push. And for good reason, because they're a great fucking team. I think they deserve it. They're on the main roster. You work your ass off in NXT to get to the main roster. You're supposed to be getting a push like this. But a lot of people are stating that, listen, JD, King Barrett won the King of the Ring. Sheamus is your Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Realistically, he could be the WWE champion whenever he wants. He can cash in and be a WWE champion whenever. And you're going to have these guys dominate and lose to the Lucha Dragons in the manner that they did tonight? King Barrett's a King of the Ring. What does that mean for the King of the Ring? What does this mean for the Money in the Bank? This is my opinion on all this. I've been stating, and you guys know me, man, King of the Ring should be a staple on the WWE calendar. Every fucking June. In a pay-per-view format. I don't give a shit. You guys who have been watching me know my feelings about King of the Ring, man. I love tournaments. King of the Ring needs to be on the pay-per-view calendar in June, and the winner of the King of the Ring, you got June, July, and August. August is SummerSlam. The winner of the King of the Ring should be the number one contender for the WWE Championship. I don't give a shit what anybody says. That's what needs to happen. That's what I've been wanting for years, and it hasn't happened yet. WWE brought the King of the Ring back this year and fucked it up. They made it a network special. They brought it back like that with no fucking hype, with no build at all, and they made it seem worthless. They gave it to King Barrett. Who's King Barrett? Hot and cold. He's another one. He's on, he's off. He's on, he's off. He's up and down. He's up and down. You gave it to King Barrett, And then what did you do with King Barrett after he won the King of the Ring? You put him in a fucking feud with RTruth, who came out with a Burger King crown and a fucking rod made of fucking toilet paper. I'm assuming that's what it was, the toilet paper rolls. This is what you do with King Barrett. You put him in a feud for weeks with fucking RTruth, who's making a mockery of King Barrett winning the King of the Ring. And then you even had King Barrett drop matches to fucking RTruth in that time frame. So how am I supposed to take King Barrett seriously if the WWE hasn't done anything to make King Barrett a legitimate king? How am I supposed to take them seriously? I love the King of the Ring, and I love what the King of the Ring means. But the time has come now for me to say, you know what? I'm tired of fucking complaining about the King of the Ring when I know each and every fucking time I hear the word King of the Ring, I know what it means. I don't give a shit about the King of the Ring anymore, especially with King Barrett. Who gives a fuck about King Barrett? This is probably the best thing that's happened to him in months, teaming with Sheamus. He's a king? No, he's a fucking loser. He's a clown. So having King Barrett be a king, and you guys complaining that JD's the King of the Ring. What king? He's the king of fucking mediocrity. He's the king of fucking nothing. What is he the king of? The king of Jobberville. That's what he's the king of. And I love Barrett. I think Barrett's got a fucking huge upside, a huge potential. But he's nothing. He's absolutely garbage. Because WWE has made him that way. Same thing with Sheamus. Sheamus doesn't belong holding the Money in the Bank briefcase, man. That belongs to Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns should have won that. WWE right now is fucking pretty much running around in circles trying to fix the fucking mess that they made at Money in the Bank by giving this fucking clown the briefcase. Alright? I hope he loses the briefcase in something. I hope he puts the briefcase on the line against somebody and he loses it. I hope he cashes in and loses the fucking opportunity. He doesn't belong holding the briefcase. This team is something refreshing. Sheamus has been so stale over the last couple of months. Nobody gives a fuck about him. And Sheamus, listen, he's a great in-ring performer. He'll give you a quality match every fucking time. But having him as a potential WWE champion is death to Monday Night Raw. Nobody would fucking care. You thought Monday Night Raw's ratings were bad? Now? Make Sheamus the WWE champion, man. They'd be canceled off fucking USA Network. That's how many people would fucking say, you know what? I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. Sheamus does not bring in ratings. Sheamus doesn't put fucking asses in the seats. This tag team right now, name them something, man. The fucking European Union, the fucking United Kingdom, whatever the fuck you want to name them, man. This is a good reset for both guys because they've been fucking floating in the middle of nowhere. So the Lucha Dragons winning this match is fucking the ideal situation, is the right situation. Because you got two fucking losers who meant nothing before this, and you got the Lucha Dragons who have been on the main roster waiting for an opportunity. Why not? Give it to them. And they got it tonight. 13 minutes. They beat King Barrett, or I should say Loser Barrett, and Sheamus on Monday Night Raw. I can't wait to see what the Lucha Dragons got going on in the future. Hopefully WWE pushes them and we see a title run and we see them in the mix of the tag team titles. Tag team wrestling got to come back, man. They got teams. Let's get tag team wrestling back on Monday Night Raw. And it was a good match. It was a good match tonight. All right. Alberto Del Rio versus RTruth. Again, this match meant nothing. Really, it meant nothing. Before this, the most important thing about this match was what happened before Alberto Del Rio hit the ring. Jack Swagger comes in to see Zeb Coulter and doesn't like the idea of Mex America. And apparently some of my subscribers don't as well. Coulter puts over the idea while taking a jab at Canada. Del Rio comes in and tells Swagger to stay away. Now, I don't know if this is WWE trying to bring Swagger back as the American hero again, a role that I'm sure he would excel in. I'm not sure if this is WWE trying to get Swagger back on TV and give him something meaningful to work with. Maybe a possible U.S. title feud against Del Rio. I don't know. But all I know is it's a refreshing idea. I could see that match actually being very, very good if they wanted it to happen. But tonight, he fought RTruth. Del Rio did really nothing. The double boot stomp off the top rope. Apparently, Del Rio's finishing people with that now. He took care of RTruth pretty easily in 3 minutes. Del Rio beats RTruth. What else we got tonight? The women's match. The women's match. Sasha Banks, Brie Bella, Becky, and Paige. All right. Paige ended up winning this match. Okay, we all knew that. We all knew that. I was shocked that Sasha Banks was fucking alive. I'm shocked that fucking Becky knew how to fucking wrestle. I haven't seen fucking Becky in a starring role in months, since the last time she fought in a Fatal War 4-way down at NXT against Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte. But tonight, Becky Lynch shined. This match did Becky good. She pretty much stole the show as far as I'm concerned. You know, so I was glad to see Sasha Banks. She did excellent as well. But tonight, Becky Lynch showed why she needs to be featured more in the Divas division. Paige ended up winning this, and it really bothers me that WWE went all through this, and Paige was going to end up being the winner anyway, man. They should have just announced the match to begin with. They didn't have to go through the Fatal 4-way, but it was nice to see Sasha and Becky in this match with Paige. Brie Bella was the fucking odd woman out. Nobody gave a fuck about her. She don't even belong in the same ring as Becky and Sasha, period. Nobody gives a fuck about the Bellas. I don't give a fuck about Brie Bella. Please, her theme music makes my fucking ears bleed. I hate the Bella twins, man. And, you know, a lot of people say, yeah, they're doing their job. You hate them because they're doing their job. No, I hate them because they're just annoying, and I'm fucking tired of looking at them. Okay? Really. I just am. Brie Bella didn't belong in this match. It should have been a triple threat match. Sasha Banks tonight looked great. We need to see more of Sasha. I don't give a fuck how you get her on the show. I don't give a shit what you do with her. We got to see her. She plays the role perfectly. Backstage promo with, I forgot her fucking name. Who the fuck knows, man? I really don't even give a shit. The little one with the curly hair. I forgot her name, really. She was on fucking Total Divas. I just don't give a shit. That's how much I give a fuck about the women in WWE. Sasha Banks tonight looked great, as always. She plays the role perfectly. Becky Lynch was the star of the show, star of the match tonight. She did what she had to do. She came out. She knew that she had the time to show why WWE needs to get behind Becky Lynch, why she needs to be a vital part of the women's division. She gave it her all tonight. At the end, Paige Rampage to Becky, pins Becky at 13-18, and Paige is going on to fight Charlotte for the Divas Championship at Survivor Series 1-on-1. Let's hope it stays that way. Charlotte, again, goes and cuts a promo backstage with Renee Young, and I mentioned on Twitter that Charlotte is probably the best promo in the Divas division right now, not including Sasha Banks, goons. I know Sasha cuts a good promo. Sasha Banks reminds me a lot of her father. She got a lot of that skill and that easy, smooth flowing speech from her father, man. She just reminds me so much of Ric Flair. That's why I said it. You could date back to whoever's been on the Divas roster for the last 5, 6, 7 years. Charlotte is probably the best promo, the most believable promo on the roster to be there in a very, very long time. That's why I said it. But tonight, Becky Lynch looked good. She looked strong. Sasha looked strong. Nobody gives a fuck about Brie Bella. Paige ended up winning it. As we all expected, she's going on to fight Charlotte at Survivor Series for the Divas Championship. And then Team Rollins versus Team Reigns. There's nothing for me to talk about, man. It was a decent main event. I'm not going to sit here and fucking break it down for you. I mean, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and A New Day. That was Team Rollins. Roman Reigns had the returning Usos. And then you had Ryback and Dean Ambrose. We knew it was going to be Ryback and Dean Ambrose. I figured the Dudleys were going to be there, but it ended up being the Usos, so that was kind of a surprise. I would have saved them, to be quite honest with you, but it was a decent spot. Usos are back. We all know that they're back now. Tag team division gets a little bit stronger than that. But it was elimination rules, and at the end, Team Reigns beats Team Rollins. Last eliminating Seth Rollins. It was a long main event, man. We got a lot of wrestling. We got a lot of action. It was over 30 minutes long. Rollins cleans house with a chair, but Reigns gets in a Superman punch to send him running to end the show. So everybody looked strong leaving tonight. Dean Ambrose looked good. Roman Reigns looked good. Seth Rollins looked good. Even though he played the cowardly heel, he still looked strong, beating down Reigns with a steel chair. He ended up getting the brunt of a Superman punch, but it is what it is, man. I'm not going to sit here and break the whole fucking match down. You guys get my point about how I feel about Monday Night Raw and the lack of roster on Monday Night Raw and WWE in general. You know, you guys get my point about how WWE has been booking these pay-per-views now, especially with the Survivor Series. It just feels rushed. It feels like the effort is there, but I just don't care. It just seems like it's not enough. And they shouldn't be hyping a Survivor Series match on Monday Night Raw when you could be doing this for the Survivor Series, the actual pay-per-view. But the reason why they're not doing it is because the roster is so bone dry. It's so fucking thin that the WWE doesn't have anybody to fill that void on a 3-hour Survivor Series pay-per-view. If you want to give us 2-3 Survivor Series matches, you can't have it happen because the WWE hasn't built new stars. They just don't give a fuck about building new stars because they're going to rely on the Ortons and the Cenas and the fucking Undertakers and the Lesnars and the Rocks and the Triple H's and fucking everybody else that's part-time that they could possibly think of. You guys get my point. You know, WWE right now, the effort is there. Tonight was all right. It wasn't a shit show. It wasn't a complete wash. The effort is there. We got a lot of wrestling tonight. If you're a wrestling fan, you got a decent show, but it's just not enough to make you care. That's my point. So tonight, Kevin Owens beat Ziggler. Cesaro beat The Miz. Lucha Dragons beat Sheamus and Barrett. Del Rio beat Truth. Paige beats Becky, Sasha, and Brie in a fatal 4-way to go on to Survivor Series to go fight Charlotte. And Team Reigns tonight in a traditional Survivor Series match beats Team Rollins, last man, or was an elimination match, last eliminating Seth Rollins there. So that's your Monday Night Raw review, guys. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you did, hit that thumbs up. Let's try and get at least 500 fucking likes on this video. Hopefully it does well. YouTube's been fucking up. You guys know my frustration with that. If you guys missed any of Off the Script this weekend, link down below. My WWE 2K16 videos, link down below as well for everything. WrestleCrate unboxing coming this week. I got more WWE 2K stuff. Got Black Ops 3 coming out. WrestleCrate.com. They ship in the UK now. ProWrestlingTees.com/WWE Off the Script. You guys know the fucking deal. Follow me on Twitter at JD from NY206. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, man. You guys are going to get top-notch WWE content here. And I'll see you guys back right here on my channel for Friday's Off the Script episode number 90. Until then, guys, this is JD. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you all on Off the Script. See you later.